What is going on, everybody? We are out here on this Harley-Davidson Breakout. Let's take a look. Last year, there were not a lot of these bikes hitting the showroom floor, so I don't think I had the opportunity to ride it. So let's go over a few of the specs with you real quick, and then we'll get on the road because it's quite warm. This bike's going to come with the 117 Milwaukee 8, putting out 123 foot-pounds of torque and 101 horsepower. You've got that aggressive stance that a muscle cruiser should have. You've got that 18-inch wheel with the 240 tire in the rear, and you get this massive, stylish 21-inch rim on the front, and you got a 130 tire. Looks like we got an LED headlight. We still got those halogen turn signals in the front as well as the rear. The bike's already set up for 2-up riding. You got this very minimalistic seat here, and you also got your rear passenger peg. You've got a 5-gallon tank that is going to get you 47 miles to the gallon. You're going to get a wet weight of 683 pounds. It's not too bad. You're going to get a seat height of 25.6 inches. I'll show you what Elise looks like sitting on here. Elise is 5'3" in height, and this is how she looks sitting on the 2024 Breakout. And yeah, you get some rider age. This bike comes standard with ABS as well as traction control, and it got cruise control on it. You are able to adjust your suspension right there. I mean, it's a stylish looking bike, but let's talk about how she rides. I mean, this is one stylish cruiser. Doesn't look bad at all. Let's get these gloves on, get my phone in a pocket. All right, let's mount up. So yeah, as you can see, you got ABS, got your traction control, got your cruise control over here, got this button that's going to cycle through all your options. You got your horn, oh yeah, and you've also got your high beam, low beam, left turn signal, right turn signal, hazard, start, run, blah blah blah, all of that. We'll go through here real quick. Current mileage, which is 9 miles on here currently. Trip A, Trip B. You got your remaining miles to this tank of gas, which looks like it's 169. You got a clock that's never set. And you got an RPM gauge in there. So you're getting quite a bit of information in this little display. And you got a whole bunch of indicators down there, such as low tire pressure, check engine, all that good stuff. Let's crank her up. Oh, yeah. You got that heavy air breather or high flow air breather right there, which actually sounds pretty good when you're laying into it. We're going to do some slow maneuvering here in the parking lot. So on the video I put out about the Fat Boy, I got a lot of gripes from people talking about it's not very maneuverable at slow speeds. Well, the Breakout is a similar setup, except for it has a much thinner front wheel. And when it comes to slow speed maneuvering, for those people who don't do a lot of riding, it may be challenging for you. But it is able to be done. Let's do a couple, we'll do some small circles right here. As you just gotta work with feathering that clutch a little bit. And as you can see, we're doing small circles. We're able to do it in that direction. You can do it either way. Just feather that clutch a little bit and you're good. All right, let's get on the road. Now you do got that larger 240 rear tire. So it's not as easy as something like a Lowrider S, a Street Bob, a Standard to lean this bike over. Those motorcycles are going to be better for those aggressive canyon carving, dragging, not knee, you ain't dragging no knee on a Harley, but scraping peg type of riders. This is going to be for that rider who loves to go really fast in a straight line. And for that rider who wants something that looks custom without having to do a lot of customizing to it, because it's an extremely, I mean extremely stylish bike. Speed limit's 50. Let's see how fast we get there. We're at 38. We're at 50. Yeah, this bike will move. It has that really wide rear tire that's going to just grip the ground and throw you forward whenever you roll on this throttle. It's a comfortable seating position as well at my 6 feet height with about 220 pounds. I think I lost a little bit of weight. I'm feeling good. We're coming into the summer getting that sexy body. Not really. I always stay a little fluffy. Ain't nothing wrong with little fluff ladies. Y'all better learn to love these fluffy dad bods. It's softer to lay on me like a pillow. All right, we're in the wind tunnel right now, so it's quite windy, but the bike cruises along extremely well, you're on a soft tail chassis, so you're going to get a nice smooth ride. I'm not feeling a lot of these imperfections in the road. The bike rides really good. Even though I love bikes like the Sportster and the Dyna, I own both of those models. The Dyna and the Sportster will never be able to ride as smooth as a soft tail. You're just going to get a better ride out of these motorcycles. So if you're someone who wants that nice smooth ride, these are the type of bikes you want to look at. You want to look at something on the newer soft tail platform, because Harley-Davidson has been perfecting the way these motorcycles ride for so long. They've got it down packed now. These are amazing riding machines. Now, while riding this Breakout, you do notice that the front is raked out a little bit more than some of those other soft tails. It has to be raked out for the look they were going for this bike. For that muscle cruiser with that 21-inch front wheel, they had to rake it out a little bit more. But a lot of people love that look. Think of how popular the Wide Glide was back in the day. I'm not a fan of the Wide Glide. It's raked out too much for me. But there were some diehard Wide Glide fans. This is nowhere near raked out as much as the Wide Glide, and it doesn't feel the way, what the world? And it doesn't feel the way a Wide Glide feels. It's a lot easier to maneuver, and it's a comfortable ride. I know you're used to seeing me with a jacket on, but yeah, the tats are out today. It was a little warm, and I knew that we were going to be out here for a little bit because I did some pictures as well, and I didn't want to get too hot and be sweating like crazy. So I took that chance that I suggest none of you ever take, riding without arm protection or protection all over your ball. We got some slow movers here. They definitely ain't moving and shaking, but that helps me out. We're damn near at a dead stop. We're going to test this acceleration. All right, speed limit is 45. We're at 10 miles per hour. 45, let's get there. Oh! Woo! We passed it. This bike will move, and it will stick to the ground. And when you roll on it, you definitely hear that air breather suck it in, that good air. You know, the faster the air is flowing, the cooler it is, and the better that air breather likes it. Now, this seat is, I'm going to say, firm. It's on the firmer side, but it's not uncomfortable, if that makes sense. Sometimes a firm seat is really good for you. I don't know how it would be for extended periods of time riding a bike, because I haven't ridden one for hours and hours and hours. But as of right now, I do like the seat. It's comfortable. It's wide enough to cradle my entire butt, and it has quite a bit of lower lumbar support. Like, I'm locked in, and you want to be locked in when you're on a 117 motorcycle with a tire that's that big in the back, that when you roll on that throttle, you go forward. You want that. You want that lower lumbar support, and it feels good. I actually rode in on Dream today on my Dyna, and while on there, because I haven't upgraded my suspension yet, it's still got the stock suspension, I felt all of this road. So it feels good being on the Breakout and having everything dampened perfectly. But I'm probably gonna hate the feel of my ride home, because it's gonna be more noticeable now, because I'm on this bike that's really smooth, and I'm gonna jump on my bike and feel like all the bumps. But it's a Dyna. You want to feel them bumps, baby. Oh, can y'all hear it? Woo! That air breather, it just makes you want to roll on more, because you want to hear that air breather. This is one of those bikes that's going to stand out. It's naturally going to stand out, because I'd call it a Harley-Davidson custom. It has that very custom look without sacrificing a lot of things that you sacrifice when you customize your motorcycle. Like when you go with some of these big wheel baggers with like the 30-inch wheel and all of that, you literally are destroying your ride at that point. The bikes ride like shit, but this bike still has that custom look, and it rides really good. It really does. And as you can see, it handles the turns. Don't let that 240 rear wheel put any fear in you or scare you or deter you from getting this motorcycle, if this is one that you've been actually thinking about. I am not liking that I'm not getting any exhaust note though. This bike 100% needs an upgrade to the exhaust system. You've got to get an exhaust if you pick up one of these, unless you just like hearing wind and air breather suckage. I mean, if you want to hear that Harley sound and you want other people to hear that Harley sound, you got to put some full exhaust on here, or you can do slip-ons if you want to. But
I'm all about that full exhaust life, baby. Get rid of that cat. Overall, I know I haven't done a bike review in a little bit here, but I said I was going to do that 1 to 10 scale in every bike review. So we're going to do it on here. On a scale of 1 to, I should have just took that. I really should have just took it. I'm going to be mad sitting here and my back's going to sweat. All right, we're moving again. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely would I want to own one of these motorcycles? And I would give this a solid 7, just for the style and comfort of the motorcycle. Now, I ride a little bit more aggressive. I like to lean over a little bit and take corners really fast and stuff like that. So this bike isn't really designed for that. But I would love to take this bike out to a bike night and just show off, or just go cruising down the beach if I lived near a beach. Like, this is a very stylish motorcycle that's extremely comfortable, that you don't have to do a lot to. So yes, I would give this a solid 7 on ownership. Y'all comment down below, 1 through 7, what number would you give this bike, as far as how bad would you want this baby in your garage or under your butt on the road? Make sure you subscribe to the channel though. We're trying to hit 50,000 this year. That's a long way off, but I'm setting excessive goals. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I'm gonna go try to cool off here.